try it.
Yes,
Hi. Hello. We are with Casey from the Philippines.
Hi everyone! It's been a while since my last video. In my previous one, I showed you how we got 7 passport stamps in one day when we took the bus from Kota Kinabalu to Brunei. Today, I'm taking you with us to Brunei, the first and last stop of our 12-day Borneo adventure. We only had one full day and honestly, Brunei was not what we expected. From the food to the experiences we didn't even plan for, including something that almost changed our entire stay, let me show you how we spent our day in Brunei. After almost 10 hours on the bus from Kota Kinabalu, we finally arrived in Brunei. The final stop of the bus was only a few minutes walk from where we booked our accommodation, which was really convenient. It was a self-check-in place, so after leaving our bags, we rested a bit before heading out to check out the night market. When we first arrived in Brunei, way back at the start of our trip, the guy who offered us a ride from the airport told us there wasn't much to do except maybe food trips. So that night, we decided to test that theory and went to the Gadong Night Market. And honestly, we were surprised. There were so many food choices and I wanted to try everything. I know Brunei is generally more expensive than other Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia or Vietnam. But the food at the night market was actually very affordable, which I honestly didn't expect. I had a hard time choosing because there were so many options, so I just went with fried rice, something fried on a stick, and some crab sticks.
Wait, yo.
I don't know what you're saying. I think that's 11.
There are tables and chairs at the night market where you can eat the food you purchased. After filling up on all that food, it was time to head back to our accommodation and rest before exploring more the next day. Our accommodation was really convenient, just a short walk from the mall, the night market, and nearby shops. In this clip, you can see it's also close to McDonald's, and there's even a Jollibee. Here's a quick look at where we stayed. I stayed in a single room with a shared bathroom. It was cozy and simple. The room cost 26 Brunei dollars per night, which gives you an idea of what to budget if you're visiting Brunei. The next day, we had a bit of work to finish before checkout time. After checking out, we left our bags at the accommodation and headed out to explore a little more. Our flight wasn't until late in the evening. Originally, we planned to take the bus from Gadong to the city center, but we couldn't quite figure it out. So instead, we booked a car using Dart and headed to the Yayasan shopping complex for lunch at the food court. After lunch, we didn't really have any plans. Everyone we asked had the same advice. There's not much to do in Brunei. So we just wandered around the city center, looking for a money changer because we were low on cash. Along the way, we popped into a shop and found out the shop lady was actually a Filipina.
Pwesto. Jel, hindi ka kita.
Hindi ako makapasok.
Mali ata ang pwesto ko kasi. Ayan. Hello. We are with Casey from the Philippines. Bansa po.
She was so nice. She even gave us some biscuits.
Tikman niyo po. Hindi ko pa rin naman. Ay, ito po. Ayan, naka-individual pack.
After that, we kept walking around. One thing I loved about Brunei is how drivers always stop when they see people at a crosswalk. Even if you're not actually crossing yet, if they think you might, they slow down and stop. Eventually, we reached the waterfront and saw a boat docked nearby. We asked the guy how much it would cost to cross over to Kampong Ayer, the floating village, but instead he surprised us with an offer. A boat tour for just 20 Brunei dollars for the 3 of us. We immediately said yes because my brother had read that tours usually cost around $15 per person. Please take note though that we visited Brunei in 2023. He then told us to head to the other side so we could hop on the boat. Now I'll show you the spots our boat tour took us around. Along the way, he pointed out different parts of Kampong Ayer, including schools, a fire station, and mosques built right over the water. Kampong Ayer is known as the world's largest water village located on the Brunei River in Bandar Seri Begawan. It has been home to thousands of people for generations. It's like a city on stilts, complete with homes, schools, and community buildings, all connected by wooden walkways.
Great Kampong Ayer. Going to the mangroves.
We also passed through beautiful mangrove areas and even got views of a picturesque bridge, and honestly, this whole experience was something we never expected to find in Brunei. This boat tour was such a highlight. Seeing it up close is so much better than in any video. If you visit Brunei, don't miss it. After the boat tour, we walked to a nearby park, the same one where you'll find the Brunei frame. We ended up buying one of those bubble kits, and it was such a simple but fun moment to end the afternoon.
Kita ka ulit.
Kita.
Before we continue, I need to share something that happened when we first arrived in Brunei, because it completely changed how we planned this trip. If you watched the first episode of this series, you might remember me mentioning a nerve-wracking experience at immigration. This is that story. While we were queuing, we overheard the immigration officer questioning the lady in front of us, asking how long she was staying and how much money she had. She said she had 25,000 pesos or around $445 at the time and a credit card, but the officer told her that wasn't enough for a 10-day stay and only gave her 5 days visa free. We were shocked, especially since we were right behind her. Luckily, we were already planning to leave the next day. I was heading to Labuan, Malaysia, and my brother and his friend were going to Miri. After explaining that, our passports were stamped as transit, meaning we really had to leave the next day. I had originally planned to return to Brunei 2 days earlier, but that experience made me change my plans. And now we move on to another highlight of our trip, trying Ambuyat. Ambuyat is Brunei's national dish, made from sago starch and eaten by twirling it with bamboo sticks into flavorful sauce. My friend recommended Soto Pabo restaurant and suggested going at sunset, which is exactly what we did. We ordered the set meal with Ambuyat, served with sides like fish, vegetables, and dipping sauces. When our meal arrived, we weren't sure how to eat it, so we asked a staff member to show us.
And then you will spin it. Okay. And then you pour this. then if you eat, you don't have to bite it. You just will.
Swallow.
Because if you bite it, the taste will the taste you can taste that.
Okay.
Okay. If you swallow.
Swallow.
You
Just.
this way.
And then all the others, what is...
Then you throw it. You can just. Yeah.
Try it.
Just this?
Yeah, swallow.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you can try it.
The texture took some getting used to, but I loved it paired with the dried fish and flavorful sauce. After dinner, we stopped by the Jamer Asur Hassanil Bolkiah Mosque before heading back to our accommodation to grab our bags and leave for the airport. We honestly came to Brunei without much expectation. We found a good flight deal thanks to Cebu Pacific's Buddy Pass, and it felt like the perfect chance to tick off another Southeast Asian country from our list. We didn't really plan anything either, mostly because we were told there wasn't much to do there. But Brunei surprised us. From the boat tour through Kampong Ayer to the quiet parks, the beautiful views, and even the experience of trying Ambuyat for the first time. This one day turned out to be far more memorable than we expected. What really stood out the most, though, were the people. Everyone we met was kind, welcoming, and genuinely warm. Even the nerve-wracking immigration experience, as stressful as it was at the time, became part of the story that shaped this trip and reminded us how unpredictable travel can be. So if you ever hear someone say there's not much to do in Brunei, maybe don't believe it right away. Sometimes you really won't know a place until you see it and experience it for yourself.
Thanks for coming along with us, and I'll see you in the next adventure.